What's up, guys? Welcome to Abnormality, a show about paranormal news in Oregon, Washington, and California. My name is Chris.
Big Tony, how you guys doing?
How's it going tonight? So, a little bit about our show and what we're going to be showing you guys and what we do. You're going to see a lot of cool footage, a lot of guerrilla footage from us in the field, a couple of the cool things that we do. We'll be interviewing ghost hunters from around the area, all over the place.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking some cool paranormal stories and some stuff that pops up in the news. So, with that, Tony, what do you want to start with?
You know, I got nothing.
I got one for you.
What do you got?
Craigslist.
The Craigslist story.
You always find good stuff when it's Craigslist.
You didn't actually show me the list, so I'm having a hard time believing this one.
Well,
so why don't you tell me the story again?
All right, the story goes, basically, there's a gentleman on Craigslist, and you know you can buy anything on Craigslist. Anything.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, Chris, can you buy anything on Craigslist?
That's how I found you.
That's a true story.
Put out Craigslist ads, find Big Tony.
Yeah.
Gotta get co-host.
There you go.
Anyway, the story goes, there was a gentleman on Craigslist who was trying to sell a ghost for $1,000. Came with its own trunk that his ghost was attached to, but he was trying to sell his ghost for $1,000.
It's a pretty good deal. $1,000 for a ghost.
But isn't that wouldn't you kind of like decipher that by region?
But, yeah, I guess we're kind of young here, so I guess that's probably, yeah.
You're young?
Well, I mean, the area. I mean, if you go over to Europe, a good ghost is 50 grand. I mean, that place has been there forever.
Well, you also look at Transylvania, you go to the Romania area with the vampires,
Yeah.
and those are good $60,000, $70,000 ghosts right there.
That'd be some good times.
Yeah, that'd be some fun times.
So he's selling a ghost in a trunk.
Right.
It's not that inconceivable because people sometimes when they ghost hunt, you know how at the end of the night you go home and you feel like you took stuff home with you?
Right.
Yeah. So you hear any kind of a noise.
But then to sell this ghost.
Yeah. If I could sell it, that's not a bad idea. I like where the guy's going with this. I think Craigslist is an excellent opportunity. Next time I take one home, I'm selling it.
Well, I guess that shows the kind of people that we are.
$1,000.
I'd probably try to talk them down to probably about $450.
$450?
Yeah. Price of the trunk.
Well, it depends on the trunk. How nice is the trunk?
Didn't look that great.
Yeah, it didn't look that great.
No, it wasn't even like a cool antique trunk. It was like one of those stupid, like you didn't want to look at the trunks.
Yeah, was he reputable? I mean, was this...
I think he had like a 4-star Craigslist selling record.
4-star?
Yeah.
What else has he sold to get a 4-star?
Only 3 murders. Like only 3 people have been killed like in the transactions with this guy. So it's a pretty decent rating.
3 people?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got a good selling. Well, maybe we need to check it out.
I think we should. I really do.
Write that business plan up for the bank. I'm going to go into U.S. Bank tomorrow, and I'm going to say, hey, I got to buy a ghost. It's $1,000. It's a steal. Overseas, it'd be at least 10 times that.
And what is your banker going to say to that?
He's going to say yes, of course.
You think so?
Buying a ghost off Craigslist. That's probably not the most abnormal thing that's ever been done.
That's true. That's true. Because speaking of abnormal, there's another story that came out just a couple weeks ago, and this one, I have no words. I'm just going to give you the title of this, but outside of that, I have no words. Cross-dressing Grim Reaper haunts cemetery in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I need pictures. Can you show me a picture of this?
I think that would come up as pornographic. Like, I don't think.
And cross-dressing, do we really know what the Grim Reaper is? Is it dressed as a man? Is it dressed as a woman?
Well, when it's wearing a wedding dress, high heels, and a black cloak.
But this is 2015. That doesn't necessarily mean anything because Dennis Rodman wore wedding dresses all the time.
Maybe he was Grim Reaper.
He looked like the Grim Reaper.
Is he dead?
I don't know. He might be.
I hope so.
Is Dennis? I don't think. No, I think he's alive.
I don't know. Maybe we should ask a psychic about that.
We might have, that might be a question for later. He was with Madonna for a while, so that guy probably wanted to hide for a while.
That see, that's the thing about the whole paranormal thing. People think the paranormal.
I think she's the Grim Reaper.
Madonna?
A little bit. She looks a little bit like a Grim Reaper.
No, she looks like she looks horrible. Like just horrible.
Give her a big knife, a little wedding dress. You got Grim Reaper right there. Maybe that's what he.
Dude, her skin is made of denim. Like I don't even want to hear that. Like it's just horrible.
Denim?
Yeah. Like used wash pressed denim. Like it's horrible.
I'm sending her a copy of this. I'm just so you know that.
Well, she can yell at me in a British accent. I'd do one right now to mock it, but I would just make an ass of myself.
I want to hear it.
Not going to happen.
Is that going to happen?
No.
All right.
You could try.
So
why don't you Madonna me right now? If you were Madonna, the cross-dressing Grim Reaper from Albuquerque, New Mexico, how would you speak to me right now?
That's an interesting question. I'll get back to you on that.
No, I don't think we can get back to this. I think we've got to do this right now.
How does a cross-dressing Grim Reaper with a British accent?
If anybody knew, I would assume it to be you.
Why me?
Because isn't that what you do on the weekends, Tony?
No, I'm a boring guy. I just sit at home. I do nothing. I don't even own a TV.
Yeah, true. But I have seen you in lingerie, so that kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
vodka's an amazing thing. That's all I can say about that. There's not really much of a story to that one.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing is that's a great part about all these stories. I mean, this is some weird stuff that's going on. So let's talk locally.
Okay.
So tell me, what's one of the freakiest things that's happened to you in the field so far?
So far, I think Psychos has got it top so far.
Okay, like what's going on that makes Psychos that impressionable for you?
You just walk out there and you got a feeling like there's always somebody kind of around you. And then there was, a little bit later in the night, I'm sitting down there about 75 yards up by myself, and you guys are like, "Hey, why you duck down?" And I'm like, I'm giant. If even duck down, I'm like 5'8".
That's true.
And I'm like, and you said that there was a little figure next to me. It's freezing cold. I hear little giggles and laughs like running around through the woods.
I've never
pretty
seen a big
creepy.
man run that fast. I will tell you that right now. You are not designed to run, and you ran.
No, I'm definitely not designed. If I'm running, you better run too, because something's chasing me. I'm
Oh,
just
man.
saying. But yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing.
So that would be the most unique experience you've had in the paranormal thus far?
You know, as far as doing an investigation, I've had a lot of weird other kind of things going on. But as far as in the field doing an investigation, that was pretty creepy.
Well, for you, so people can get to kind of know who we are. What was the one event that got you into the paranormal, that got you interested in all this stuff?
You know, I think it started a long time ago when I was a kid, about 8 years old. My brother passed away, and from brain cancer. And I've always felt like he's around. He's kind of watching out, and you can always kind of feel that presence when
Right.
he's around. So that was kind of the start of it. And then I've worked at a few places where it's just some creepy stuff that you can't really explain.
You mind giving us a story?
Yeah, I've got one. I worked in an educational type environment, and then it was a couple years back. We had that big snowstorm. I think we had like 2 feet of snow.
Right.
And I'm sitting at work late. It's after dark, and I hear keys jingling down the hall. And I've got an older man who's doing. He's kind of like doing laps around the classroom inside.
Right.
Like he's just doing his routine. You know, he doesn't really pay attention to anybody that's there. And he got the building at that point. I was gone. He inherited it quickly. But that's probably the craziest thing. But voices, you know, I've done a lot of graveyards in some of my jobs, and there's always somebody. You just kind of hear things.
Right.
It's almost like you pay attention to it once, and it just kind of it creeps you out, and it just keeps following you around.
It reminds me of an old saying that we used to say when we first started doing this: you stare long enough in the darkness, at some point the darkness looks back.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of goes for anybody in this field, because at some point each of us encounter that one event that
Yeah.
keeps us going and brings us further in the field. For me, it was when I was a kid. You remember Pepsi Day at the fair?
Yeah.
You pay $10, get that cool band, you get to go around and do all the cool stuff and the rides and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was the night before, so I was saying
It was a Grim Reaper, wasn't it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
That was a different night. I was in college, vodka. Don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, it was the night before Pepsi Day. We were
Okay.
going to bed because it was like the night before Christmas. And Josh went upstairs to his room to fall asleep, and I crashed on the couch downstairs. So I'm laying there, and I'm excited, but I start to finally doze off. And then I had this really intense feel of something watching me. Like, I mean, even worse than like when we were doing the webcam thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worse than that.
Okay.
So basically, I open my eyes, and there's a face, bam, right there in my face. So me being, you know, the macho kid that I was, I screamed like a little girl, jumped up and ran.
Ran.
Yeah, like a little girl. I screamed so loud that my buddy Josh came running downstairs, wondering what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Mind you, our moms were over at my mom's house getting drunk, so we had no parental supervision whatsoever. So
What?
this could have been like a mugger or somebody else that was
Yeah.
taking advantage of kids.
Yeah.
They didn't give a crap. Anyway,
Was he on Craigslist?
possibly. I don't think
Could have been
was
the
there then.
Craigslist guy.
It was more like America Online back then.
Oh,
So,
okay. You've got mail.
anyway, we look
All
back
right.
at this guy. He starts quivering in the corner, and he's like this gray mess of a human being,
It's because you just scared the hell out of him. You screamed in his face.
like a little girl.
Like
I
a
mean,
little girl.
It was insane.
Yeah.
We look at each other, Josh and I. We look back, and it's gone.
Okay.
And that is what started kind of my feel, my vibe for the paranormal.
Yeah.
And then after that, man, I mean, it's just one event
You
after
opened
another.
yourself up, and yeah. I mean, there's been a couple of times.
That was
it's-
only once in college I opened myself up. I don't want to hear that again.
Yeah. Well, no, the ghost. I mean,
Oh, okay, the
that other
ghost.
thing, we won't talk. That's another show completely. That's like after like 1 o'clock in the morning. We can have a little chit chat.
All right.
By yourself, you know, with the camera. But you opened yourself up, and so it just kind of flooded at that point.
It really did. And
Yeah.
a lot of crazy events. I mean, my father passed at an early age, and there's a lot of events that happened with that drew me into the field. But I mean, it all really started for me, like ghost hunting in itself. One
Okay.
day, my brother Kent calls me on the phone. I can remember it vividly. I'm at my apartment. I'm sitting there, I'm watching Boondock Saints. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
And I'm sitting there. My phone rings. And
Thumbs
Kent's
up.
like, yeah, Boondock Saints.
Okay.
It's on DVD. Go buy it. Anyway,
We should get a plug for that, I think.
no, we can't sell anything.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, horrible. Anyway,
Don't watch it.
we should do movie. Like that should be part of our thing. It's movie.
Siskel and Ebert. I think we could totally do Siskel and
I
Ebert.
think we can do it too. What do you
Except
think?
from the supernatural movie kind of thing. 3 Men and a Baby, the little kid in the back. Sorry, this is about
That
you.
was actually really cool. That was
The little kid.
you see the Wizard of Oz, like the hanging on the back of Wizard of Oz.
Back to the college.
Oh.
Go ahead and finish your story. I'm
Like
sorry.
College. What story was I talking about?
I don't know. You were telling the story.
I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, Kent. Yeah.
Kent,
Anyway,
your brother Kent.
yeah, it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to forget about Kent. Anyway, I'm sitting.
Wow.
I'm sitting there. I get the phone call, and he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm at home watching a movie." Well, do you want to come out and pull some EVP? And to me, that sounds like a weird disease that you can catch. And I'm like, no, I don't want
Mm-hmm. They
that.
got a shot for it, though.
Yeah, I don't want that. He's like, no, dude, it's getting ghost. Didn't even tell me what EVP meant, but it was getting ghost voices.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, yeah, I want that, like now.
Yeah.
And we caught our first EVP that night. It was the voice of a little girl saying, "Help me, Daddy," and I was
Yeah.
bit. And it's been my quest ever since.
Okay. To just experience, not necessarily prove, disprove, just see it happen. Crazy. Like the EVP, we did the EVP a little while back,
Right.
and I don't even remember what the name was. We came up with some pretty crazy stuff.
Well, we
that
also
one
did
night.
the ghost box as well, and that actually had some pretty crazy stuff as well.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is for me, everybody in this field is in it for a different reason.
Uh-huh.
Like when we interview William later, we'll get to figure out why he's in this and what his mission and his quest is. But for me, it was never to prove it to the masses. For me, it was always I wanted to be the one that could find the answers for myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was to try to find my dad. That was the biggest thing, 'cause I wanted to go out there and try to find some communication with my father.
Yeah.
Now, that's never happened, but I've had a lot of crazy experiences.
Yeah.
Field of rock star, hate no sleep. So,
You know, the part of the story that I didn't finish about my brother, his name was Eddie, by the way. Eddie passed away when I was, like I said, about 7.5 years old. And you know Zoe and Chloe, I got the twins. When they were probably 3.5, 4, they were staying over at their grandma's house one night. And Zoe woke up the next morning and she said that during the night, a little boy in glasses was tickling her feet. And so my brother had a brain tumor. He wore glasses because his eyesight was very bad. But she said it was a small boy, tickle her feet. And from that day forward to this day, and they're now 7. Today's their birthday. She still calls Chloe Eddie.
wow.
And she won't call her Chloe. And from this day forward, it's Eddie. So to me, that's, you know, just getting that explanation of what's going on.
Well, what are some of your fondest memories being in the field? What are some of the funny moments that you've had since being with Stand Up Paranormal?
You know, I think just being with friends and out there experiencing new things, you know, because people, you say you're a ghost hunter, people kind of look at you crazy. I mean, like I'm 7 feet tall or something, like I'm a freak of nature, and they're just like staring at me.
No, dude, you are a freak of nature.
Well, maybe a little bit.
When
I'm opening up and I'm sharing with you, and you're calling me a freak of nature.
Because you're a freak of nature. Have you seen yourself?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, for me, it's just hanging out with the guys and kind of unwinding and unplugging from everyday life. You know, not taking things seriously, because, you know, when we're working and then we're doing everyday life, everything's about serious, and just being able to go out there and be yourself and experience new things. And, you know, getting the hell scared out of you once in a while is a good thing.
I think that's one of the funnest things that we could do.
Yeah, and it's just a good time. And I like to explain things. Things need to make sense a little bit.
Right.
So if I can have fun, explain things, enjoy what I do, that's it.
Well, what's the most enjoyable thing? Like, so we're on a hunt. You know,
Okay.
we're out there, we're taking pictures, we're taking video samples, we're doing audio samples with the recorders and the ghost box. What's the most fun for you?
You know, I think it's just that unplugging, just going out with friends, just acting crazy, whatever pops in your mouth, you say it. You know, cuddling with Ryan, and that's good times.
Yeah, that's
Ryan,
weird.
we'll probably never show that footage.
Oh, no, we're going to show that footage. At some point, that footage will be shown.
Okay, well, then I'll explain that when it comes. We'll just do a little disclaimer. I'm married, just so you know now. She's a beautiful woman. Yeah,
Good front.
Yeah, that's okay. Hopefully the psychic doesn't pick that up later.
He
Anyway,
already is.
I just, you know, hanging out with the guys and being out there and enjoying ourselves and trying to explain weird things, because every one of us, I don't care who we are, whether we admit it or not, it's just we've had those moments where we feel like we're not alone.
Yeah, and
There's always something around.
Cross-dressing Grim Reapers like walking around a cemetery.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I think we should find out where that's at. And I want to see
New
it.
Mexico.
It's a lot warmer in New Mexico. I don't think it rains much. We could be warm.
True.
Road trip. I think we might need to do that. We could get like a little bumper sticker to slap on the side of the expedition and go for it.
All right. Well, with all this being said, we're going to go ahead and cut to break for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll be back after this. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Abnormality. I'm your host, Chris.
Big Tony.
How's it going tonight? So, we're just kicking off the show with a little bit of a segment that I'm going to call Tony's Rant. I'm going to go ahead and throw Tony a little bit of a news headline and just kind of let him go off on it and just kind of go from there.
Okay.
So, one of the big ones that we have to talk about tonight, obviously, is vandalism. Vandalism in local cemeteries everywhere. It's been happening quite a bit recently. Let's hear Tony's rant on that.
You know, for guys like us that like to go out and just check places out, there's nothing worse, because the second you talk to somebody about, you got some crazy stuff going on, we want to come check it out, and we've got these idiots out there that, you know, watch TV, think they know what they're doing about their...
They're stupid because they watch TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I watch TV, I'm a ghost hunter, I'm going to go tear up a funeral or a cemetery. You know, that's a whole nother level. Funerals, they're crazy. What party crashers, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tear up the place, and then, you know, guys like us that really have a passion for what we do and want to go out and have a good time and learn some things, ruins it for us.
That's fact.
Tearing stuff up and, yeah, making a mess.
So, I mean, I've been doing this for a lot of years and seen vandalism kind of everywhere. Mm-hmm. I've seen people knock over tombstones. I've seen people dig up graves. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Dig up graves?
Yeah, literally dig up graves.
Jesus.
Yeah, it gets bad out there, man. It gets pretty bad. And it goes to show that the caliber of ghost hunter that is coming out nowadays. I mean, so you've been doing this for a little while now. You kind of have, you know, I guess a work ethic as far as it goes with the paranormal. What do you say to those people? Those people that are out there just vandalizing everything?
Quit being idiots. I mean, we're trying to do something, turn out a good product, and actually learn something. You know, and people like us that really have a passion for what we do, it just ruins it. idiots, man. I don't even know how to respond to it.
You look like you're getting a little bit angry there.
Maybe a little bit.
You gonna Hulk out?
Yeah, I might Hulk out.
You think
Shirt's
so?
a little tight. I might rip it out. It could happen.
You totally have the bro look going on right now. I just want you to know.
Bro look? Yeah.
If we give you a faux hawk like somebody else, I mean, you totally look bro right now.
Bro.
Yeah,
Would
bro.
I look creamy?
Yeah.
Creamy and dreamy?
A little bit.
See? I
Dude.
got the dreamy look. I got it.
That was inappropriate. I don't want to go there.
We should confront them face to face.
Right.
But yeah, it ruined it for people like us that want to go out there and actually provide a service. Because, I mean, there's stuff going on all the time that we just aren't going to be able to partake in. You know, like, for example, you were trying to do their prison over in Montana.
Right.
You were trying to do that for a while, and they want to charge you an arm and a leg because they're so convinced that people are going to go in there and, you know, tear the place up and act like idiots.
Well, it's one of those theories, and I think a lot of people in ghost hunting have this idea now that if you pay for it, you're going to take care of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's in all reality, that's the best way to look at it. Because if I'm going to fork out $1,000 to go, you know, investigate for 8 hours,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it in the best condition that I possibly can.
I'm going to vacuum it. I'm going to clean it up before I leave. Put a
You
little.
can use the shop vac.
We got a big shop vac right here in the studio. Yeah, I'm going to put a little mint under the pillow. I'll make sure it's smoking.
And that's the
Looking
thing is
good.
that when you look at ghost hunting, it's got to be that way. It has to be that way. We have
Yeah.
to be able to do what's necessary, get the permits that we need, leaving places in the same or better condition than they were when we got there,
Yeah.
and just not being jerks. I mean, is it that hard to just not be a jerk?
Well,
I mean, for you, it's kind of difficult.
It is kind of difficult. Yeah, I kind of snap sometimes. It just happens. I don't know why, but it just does.
Is that you snapping?
Yeah, that was snapping, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the chair's not very big. If I snap too much, I may snap the chair. So
I can see that being the case.
I've learned to control it.
That's a little bit crazy. That's a little bit crazy.
A little bit crazy.
A little
but
bit
yeah,
kid crazy. A little bit kid crazy.
Kid crazy, the moaner.
The moaner.
I think it's got to be the moaner.
You think so?
Kid crazy's all right, but see, the moaner is always with you.
Always.
Always.
May the moaner be with you.
Yeah. Take care of stuff. Let's go out and have fun. You know, idiots.
Me or the people?
Well, that goes without saying. No, the people that are tearing up these facilities that we were trying to go out there.
That's true. That's true.
You know, it's already bad enough that when you say, "Hey, I'm a ghost hunter. I want to come check out your place," they laugh.
Oh, it was funny because back when we first started this, right?
Yeah.
So 10, 11 years ago, you go out there, people would be like, "So you're a ghost hunter," and it would be a rock star type mentality. And I dropped my mic again, Tony.
Well, I think we already clarified idiot, but
Yeah, you.
you
I'm
notice
having technical difficulties.
mine's still here. Get off.
Anyway, I dropped mine again.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Words of the great hangover. Retard.
What?
Nothing. Yeah. So you were saying in the beginning you used to go out and do this. People
And
laugh
people,
at you.
no, people would look at you like a rock star. It was one of those things that was actually really cool and,
Yeah.
and looked highly upon. What you did was, you know, a public service. It was cool because you were the guys going out there in the middle of the cemetery, not afraid, looking for the dead, or going to the haunted location, helping somebody out.
Yeah.
That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
Now you tell somebody, "Oh, we're ghost hunters," and they're like,
Oh, you're an idiot.
"Yeah, pretty much." The entire perception of what we do has changed over the last decade, and it's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. It's crazy. So
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know what to say about that. That's just idiots on the loose.
well, you've seen the ghost hunting programs. You see the type of crap they promote. I mean,
Yeah.
you go out there and I mean, oh my God, everything's a demon. You know,
Yeah.
somebody farts and walks by. It's like, oh, that's sulfur. Oh my God, we're gonna die. And that's just.
Sulfur?
I've actually.
What do you eat to make a fart
believe it
smell
or
like
not,
sulfur?
We were doing a hunt.
I
were
mean,
doing
is that like a rotten steak
my
or
producer's
something?
my producer's probably laughing right now because
It's like furry beef jerky, right?
Jack Links. We were out we're doing a hunt in Jefferson, right?
Okay.
And we're out there. And we're having a great time. This
It
house
was
is
in
being remodeled.
Jefferson. Need I say more?
We were doing this house as we were.
They're all
remodeled.
related.
Kid Crazy would remember this too. I wish he was here because he could help me tell the story.
Okay.
We're out there, and we had this particular team member with us. And this guy was phenomenal at PR, and that was about it. Other than that, he was just a gross human being, like just disgusting. So we go into this place, and we start smelling this horrific smell. It literally smelled like sulfur. Like I cannot explain to you how similar the smell was to sulfur. Come to find out, you walk by him, and he's farting as he walks by you in this investigation, claiming it to be a demon, claiming it to be sulfur. And it was the most disgusting display of anything I've ever seen in my life.
That's impressive. Why aren't we still working with him?
Because it was unsanitary. It was seriously
That bad?
unsanitary. Oh, dude, it was horrible.
Okay.
Paint, like, they were remodeling the house, and the paint was still literally coming off the walls. Like,
Now you would have me believe that a man flatulence. You like that?
Flatulence,
I
I
looked
like
it
it.
up right before we started. Flatulence is tearing the paint
Can
off
you
the
spell
walls.
it?
Well, no, I didn't have enough prep time.
well, I'm gonna
Next show,
hold
I'll
on,
learn
hold
how
on.
to spell
I'm
it.
gonna see if I can channel the voice of Kid Crazy.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Kid Crazy, do you recall?
Smells like sulfur.
Do you recall the sulfur farts in Jefferson? I need that voice to
here.
be a little bit louder.
Yes.
Okay,
That's amazing.
I got talent.
You have arrived.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this.
Hollywood, next stop.
Watch this. I'm gonna make you fall asleep with my mind.
Don't you have to have one first?
Pretty much, dude. I tried. I give up.
Ew. Special effects ain't gonna help that.
Well, let's try this one more time. We're gonna see if we can do this. Hold on. I want you to focus on me. I need you to focus. Focus.
You didn't tell me we're going to horror.
Focus on me.
All
Focus
right,
on me.
I'm focused.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do not turn around. Do not turn around. Are you ready? You're gonna go to sleep now.
No, I'm not going to
So
sleep.
you might look behind you.
I don't want to look behind me right now. Dude, that's what happens when your show is so low budget. You're in the prop room.
That's why they call me Dreamy.
Dreamy.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Our show budget. You want to know about show budget?
Knock them out and take them home.
You want to introduce Creamy?
Creamy, oh my God. This
What,
is so
what
going
has
on.
our show become to the point that we have Creamy and
It's
Dreamy?
become that show that's on at 2 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep. And you're just like, oh, hell, what am I going to watch?
What's wrong with these guys? Something seriously
There's
wrong
Chris. Let's watch him.
there. It's been a draw factor so far. Also, we can discuss something else too that we're kind of putting out there.
Okay.
What about the ghost hunts that we're gonna be doing? We're gonna be doing those certain locations, taking people out on ghost hunts with us. Do you
Yeah.
want to discuss that a little bit?
Well, I mean, I think everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have a fascination of ghost hunting, but it's not something where you're just sitting around the house and you're going to be like, hey, let's go ghost hunting.
Right.
And so we're going to put together some tours where we can take people out, kind of show them. Hopefully we'll catch some stuff going on, but maybe not. Just
Well-
kind of take them out and kind of, put together locations and tours and,
I think
take
it
'em out.
shows kind of a good message, though. I mean, being able to partner with these local businesses to be able to do this,
Yeah.
it shows them trust. It shows trust in us and what we're doing, but it also helps us put out the different kind of like ghost hunting methods to people, so people
Yeah.
don't get the idea to go dig up somebody's grave and think that's a cool way to get near.
Yeah, and don't watch a YouTube video to figure it out. Yeah. Good idea.
Wait, there's ghost hunting YouTube videos.
Isn't that what everybody does? YouTube? Let's figure out how we dig somebody up and go ghost hunting. It makes sense, right?
No.
There's a YouTube for everything.
Okay, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, look it up. Digging up YouTube. Check it out.
Digging up YouTube.
Yep.
Right.
It's all over. But yeah, we're gonna put some tours together, take some people out, have some, take them out, get some pizza, go out and do some tours,
Right.
show some people a good time. And when it boils down to it, at the end of the day, is everybody has a good time. We can laugh at people that scream like girls when they get scared.
So we're gonna laugh at you a lot.
No, I don't scream. And if I'm running, what's the rule?
Run.
Run, because if I'm running, something bad's
Well,
coming.
no, the rule is run because you run slower than us. So if it's gonna eat somebody, it's gonna eat you first. So we gotta win.
Long legs. I think we're gonna just toss Ryan behind us and go.
Or Kent.
Or Kent, yeah.
I vote Kent.
I vote Kent.
Yeah.
All right.
So with all of that, I mean, we've got a lot of big stuff coming up. I mean, the show is kind of a cool launching pad also. We're going to have several kind of interviews throughout the show. We're going to be interviewing local ghost hunters everywhere, getting as many people on as we can to kind of show what's happening locally and around our area. Is there anybody like you're really looking forward to interview? Anybody that you think is going to be just the next big thing?
We got a couple of good a couple of good guests coming up. Williams, going to be fun.
Right.
Little Sexy.
Yeah.
Bringing him up. We got the Moaner,
The
a.k.a.
Moaner.
Kid Crazy.
AKA Proby, AKA Jason
It's
Richards.
just fun. I think we can always have fun. And the Creamy Dreamy guys. And no, it's not a porn production. I know it sounds like it, but they've got some big things coming up. I'm just going to have fun with it.
Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be kind of a cool.
And I kind of see us too. I think we should just grab cameras one of these nights and just head downtown. Like on a Saturday night when everyone's a little bit tipsy, and let's just get them out there talking about their ghost experiences and just have fun with it.
I think that'd be an awesome idea.
Yeah.
So another thing we want to look for is, I mean, the four people that are going to watch the show, your ideas, what you would like to see us do. I mean,
Well, but I think that's it. Just getting involved with the community and letting people share their ideas. And that helps kind of, drive and push us for things to look forward to and to go out and do. I think another good thing is to put out there for people, if you got some crazy stuff going on in your house,
give us a call.
Give us a call. I mean, I know there's, especially some places where I've worked that would be great to go to, but, unfortunately, like what we've talked about, people give it a bad name, and we're not going to get that opportunity because seeing some stuff that I've seen would be great to be able to.
I think that's going to be
check
another
it out.
driving force of the show is showing people that we're old school. The way our methods, the way we do things are old school.
Yeah.
So kind of trying to change the perception around of what the idea of ghost hunting is nowadays.
Yeah.
I think we're going to use the show for a lot of that. So I mean, I hope everybody's excited as we are for these next
Yeah.
coming weeks and all the cool content that we're going to put out.
Yeah. And, we always are open ideas. People can, give us a call, write in. I'll
Email.
get-
My psychic. William said everybody was psychic. I don't want to hear your crap.
yeah.
So that means I'm psychic.
Well, he said intelligent people were psychic.
So there's no chance for you.
I think you're safe. I'm just saying.
I just have this feeling that people are here, man. Like, I don't know what it is.
What it is. What it is. What it is. What you
What
feel
it
right
is.
now. So what do you think these people are like?
I think they are inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Well, that's us. I mean,
No, I said inappropriate.
oh, inappropriate. The
Yes.
play on words, I didn't catch
You
that.
like that?
It's getting
You
a
like
little bit
that?
late. It's
I also have this feeling that things are about to get crazy.
okay.
I don't know why.
Is it because you're about to head home?
I'm going to be heading home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen. I just have this really, really intense feeling right now.
Yeah. Is
Like-
it gas? Is it sulfur? Yeah, I'm excited about the next upcoming weeks. Good guests, good show, out on location, having fun.
Oh, that's another big thing we want to discuss real quick too. Live investigations; those will be coming.
Live investigations. We're going to go out on site, do some investigations. Out on location, we're going to do some ghost hunting, try to collect some evidence
I'm sorry. Yeah, ghost hunting outside, live,
live, and have fun with it.
Have a good time with it.
Not tear anything up.
Not breaks, nothing.
Yeah, and fix your mic.
you
You need
know,
some duct tape or something?
I will tell you this right now. This has been the most difficult show I've ever done because my mic keeps dropping off.
All I want to see next week is a big fat piece of duct tape on your head with that mic just kind of dangling right here.
Maybe hold on. Maybe I could do the.
There you go, FBI guy. You got to talk in your hand though. Wow.
Breaker.
You need like a boom mic. That way we don't have to have cords.
That would be awesome.
All right, so
All right, guys. Well, we thank you very much for tuning into Abnormality, and we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much for watching.